Hi everyone! Welcome to English Box, Easy English with Julia and Tom. This channel is all about helping you build English into your daily life. I'm Julia, and I'm really happy you're listening today.
And I'm Tom. To our amazing listeners, thank you for being here with us. Today's episode is special and very practical, especially if you sometimes think, I know some English, but I don't know what to say.
Yes, that feeling is very normal. Even when you understand English, speaking can still feel hard.
So today, we're not teaching long grammar rules.
Instead, we're sharing useful English phrases, the kind you can use in real life.
Simple phrases for everyday situations.
Like talking to a neighbor at the supermarket,
Making plans with friends for coffee or a movie.
talking to a shop assistant when you want to try on clothes.
Or chatting with coworkers during lunch or a short break.
Today, I'll share how native English speakers really talk in these moments.
And we'll keep the language clear, natural, and easy to follow.
We'll start with very simple phrases, then slowly move to more confident ones.
You can just listen, or you can repeat with us, quietly or out loud. There's no pressure here, just real English for real life.
We'll speak slowly and clearly so you can practice anywhere while preparing breakfast, commuting to work, walking, doing housework, relaxing at home, or enjoying a quiet moment before bed.
Before we begin, if you enjoy learning English through calm, natural conversations like this, please like this episode and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us keep creating practical lessons for you.
So, take a deep breath and let's learn some useful English phrases. Casual encounters nearby. All right, let's start with a very common situation. You're at the supermarket, or maybe walking in the park, and you see someone you know a little, a neighbor, a classmate, or someone from your area. Yes, not a close friend, not a stranger, someone familiar.
These are short, friendly conversations. You don't need long sentences, just simple, natural phrases.
Let's start with greetings,
If you see your neighbor, you can say, "Oh, hi, how are you?"
or nice to see you again.
Another easy one is, "How's your day going?"
These phrases are friendly and polite. You don't need perfect grammar, just a warm tone.
Now, after greeting, people often make small talk.
For example, you can say, just doing some shopping.
Or if you're at the park, just taking a walk.
You can also talk about the weather. It's nice weather today, isn't it?
That's a very common phrase in everyday English.
Another useful sentence is, I come here quite often.
Quite often means many times, but not every day.
Let's quickly explain one grammar point. When we talk about something happening right now, we often use the present continuous.
For example, "I'm just grabbing a few things."
Or, I'm meeting a friend.
The word just makes the sentence sound casual and natural.
Now, let's move to closing the conversation politely.
When you want to leave, you can say, "Anyway, I should get going."
Or simply, nice talking to you.
And a friendly goodbye. See you around.
See you around means you'll probably meet again in the neighborhood.
Great. Now let's put everything into a short, natural conversation.
Oh, hi, Tom. Nice to see you again.
Hi, Julia. How's your day going?
Pretty good. Just doing some shopping. How about you?
Same here. I come here quite often after work.
Yeah, it's nice weather today, isn't it?
It really is. Anyway, I should get going.
Sure. Nice talking to you.
See you around.
Now, dear listeners, let's practice together. You can repeat after us or change the words to match your life. First sentence, I usually come here in the evening. Now try this one. I'm just buying some fruit right now. Try another one. I come here quite often. And one more natural sentence. It's nice weather today, isn't it?
Great job. Remember, you don't need long or perfect sentences. Short, simple English is enough to start a real conversation.
If you can say just one sentence confidently, you're already speaking English.
And with small practice like this, your English will grow naturally, step by step. Making plans with friends.
All right, Julia, let's move on to some very useful phrases for making plans with friends.
Yes, coffee, movies, dinner, weekend plans, things we do all the time.
And many English learners tell us, I understand English, but I don't know how to invite people.
That's very common.
So today we'll keep it simple and natural. Let's start with inviting someone. One very common phrase is, do you want to grab a coffee?
Grab a coffee means have a coffee together. It's very casual and very natural.
Another easy question is, are you free this weekend?
Free means you have time. The opposite is busy.
You can also suggest a time by saying, how about Friday evening?
How about blank is a friendly way to make a suggestion.
Now let's talk about responding,
If you like the idea, you can say, that sounds nice.
or simply, sure.
If you're not sure yet, you can say, let me check my schedule.
Schedule means your plan for the day or the week.
And if you can't go, that's okay too. You can say politely, I'd love to, but I'm busy.
This sentence is very important. First, you show interest, I'd love to, and then you explain.
Now let's plan the details.
You can ask, what time works for you?
Or suggest a time. Let's meet around 7.
Around 7 means maybe a little before or after, not exact.
And to finish planning, you can say, I'll text you later.
Very natural, very modern English.
Let's quickly look at one grammar point.
When we talk about plans or intentions, we often use going to,
For example, I'm going to see a movie this weekend.
or we're going to grab dinner on Friday.
This helps your English sound clear and confident.
Now let's hear everything in a short conversation.
Hey Tom, are you free this weekend?
Maybe. Why?
Do you want to grab a coffee or see a movie?
That sounds nice. Let me check my schedule.
Sure. How about Friday evening?
Friday works. What time works for you?
Let's meet around 7.
Perfect. I'll text you later.
Great. See you then.
Now it's your turn, listeners. Let's practice together. First sentence. Are you free tonight? Next one. How about Saturday afternoon? Try this polite response. I'd love to, but I'm busy. And one more. I'm going to meet a friend.
Excellent. These phrases are simple but very powerful.
You can use them with friends, coworkers, or classmates, anyone.
The more you use them, the more natural your English will feel.
And remember, English doesn't need to be perfect to be friendly.
Just be clear, polite, and confident. Shopping and services.
All right, Julia, let's move on to another very useful situation. Shopping in services.
Yes, talking to shop assistants, trying on clothes, asking about sizes, things we all need to do.
And for many English learners, this situation can feel a little stressful.
True. You might think, what if I don't say it correctly?
But the good news is, shop conversations are usually short, clear, and polite.
Exactly. You don't need long sentences. Simple and polite English works best.
Let's start with asking for help.
A very polite and common phrase is, could you help me please?
This sounds friendly and respectful.
You can also say, I'm looking for something.
For example, I'm looking for a jacket.
Or, I'm looking for a gift.
If you see something you like but the size isn't right, you can ask, do you have this in another size?
Size means small, medium, large, or numbers.
Now let's talk about trying clothes on.
A very useful question is, can I try this on?
Most shops will say yes and show you the fitting room.
After you try it on, you might talk about the fit.
Fit means how the clothes feel on your body.
For example, you can say, it's a bit too tight.
Or it's too loose.
If it doesn't fit well, you can ask, do you have a larger size?
Or do you have a smaller size?
These are very normal, everyday questions.
Now let's move to buying and closing the conversation.
If you like the item, you can say, I'll take it.
Short and clear.
At the counter, you might ask, can I pay by card?
Or sometimes, can I pay in cash?
After you pay, the shop assistant may give you a receipt.
A receipt is the paper that shows what you bought.
And of course, it's always polite to say, thank you for your help.
Now let's look at one small grammar point.
In shops, we often use polite requests.
For example, could I try this on?
Or, would it be possible to return this?
Using could or would makes your English sound more polite.
Now let's hear everything in a short conversation.
Excuse me, could you help me please?
Of course. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for a shirt.
Sure. Do you have a size in mind?
Medium please. Do you have this in another size?
Yes, we do. Here you are.
Thanks. Can I try this on?
Yes, the fitting room is over there.
It's a bit too tight. Do you have a larger size?
Yes, here's a large.
Great. I'll take it.
Perfect. Can you pay by card or cash?
By card, please.
Here's your receipt.
Thank you for your help.
You're welcome. Have a nice day.
Now it's your turn, listeners.
Let's practice together.
First sentence. I'm looking for a jacket.
Next one. Do you have this in a larger size?
Try this polite question. Could I try this on?
Great job.
These phrases will help you feel more confident when shopping in English.
Remember, shop assistants are there to help you.
Be polite, speak slowly, and don't worry about being perfect.
Clear and friendly English is always enough. Work small talk and daily office English.
All right, Julia, now let's talk about something many people do every day but rarely practice in English.
Yes, small talk at work.
Not meetings, not presentations.
Just casual conversations with coworkers during lunch, coffee breaks, or short moments in the office.
And this kind of English is very important.
Because it helps you feel more comfortable and connected at work.
Let's start with opening a conversation.
A very common and friendly question is, how's work going?
This doesn't mean you want a long report.
Right. A short answer is perfect.
Another easy one is, busy day today?
This is very natural in offices.
Or you can ask, how was your morning?
These questions show interest without pressure.
Now let's move to casual talk.
Imagine you're in the kitchen or near the coffee machine.
You might say, I'm just taking a short break.
Break means a short rest from work.
You can also comment on time or workload.
For example, this week feels long.
Many people will smile and agree.
You might also talk about what you're doing. I'm working on a new task.
Or, I'm working on a report.
This is simple present continuous, talking about what's happening right now.
Now let's introduce one useful grammar point.
In work conversations, we often use the present perfect to talk about recent experiences.
For example, I've been quite busy lately.
Lately means recently, in the last few days or weeks.
You could also say, I've been working on deadlines.
A deadline is the time when work must be finished.
And workload means how much work you have.
For example, my workload is heavy this week.
Now let's talk about ending the conversation politely.
Because at work, we can't chat forever.
A very natural ending is, I should get back to work.
This sounds polite, not rude.
You can also say, let's catch up later.
This means you can talk again another time.
Or you can encourage your coworker by saying, good luck with that.
Short, friendly, and supportive.
Now let's hear all of this in a short, natural conversation.
Hey, Tom, how's work going?
Pretty good. Just busy. Busy day today?
Yeah, a bit. I've been quite busy lately.
Same here. I'm working on a new task and the deadline is tight.
That sounds stressful. I'm just taking a short break right now.
Good idea. This week feels long already.
It really does.
Anyway, I should get back to work.
Sure, good luck with that.
Thanks. Let's catch up later. Now it's your turn, listeners. Let's practice together. First sentence. I'm working on a report.
Now try this one. I've been quite busy lately.
And one more polite ending. I should get back to work.
Excellent.
These small phrases make a big difference in the workplace.
You don't need long conversations to sound natural.
Just be polite, relaxed, and human.
That's how real office English works, one simple sentence at a time. Professional and client conversations. All right, Tom, now we're moving into more professional situations.
Yes, meetings, client conversations, polite work English.
This is the kind of English many learners worry about.
Because they don't want to sound rude.
But they also don't want to sound too formal or stiff.
The good news? Professional English can still be simple and friendly.
Let's start with opening a conversation.
One very common and safe opening is, thank you for your time.
You can use this at the beginning of a meeting or even in emails.
Another classic phrase is, it's nice to meet you.
Short, polite, and always appropriate.
You might also say, I appreciate the opportunity.
Appreciate means you're thankful in a professional way.
Now let's move into discussion language.
When sharing opinions at work, it's important to sound soft and respectful.
That's why we often say, from my point of view.
This shows it's your opinion, not a fact.
You can also say, in my view.
Or simply, I think.
For example, from my point of view, this plan works well.
If you agree with someone, you can say, that sounds reasonable.
Reasonable means logical and fair.
And if something is not clear, don't worry. Asking questions is professional.
A very polite phrase is, could you clarify that?
Clarify means explain more clearly.
This sounds much softer than saying, I don't understand.
Exactly.
Let's quickly highlight some key vocabulary we've used.
Feedback means opinions or comments about work. For example, thank you for the feedback.
Clarify means make something clear. Could you clarify that point?
And follow up means contact someone again later.
Now let's talk about closing a conversation or meeting.
One friendly closing phrase is, "Let's stay in touch."
This means you want future communication.
A very common professional sentence is, "I'll follow up by email."
This tells people what will happen next.
And to end on a positive note, you can say, "Looking forward to working together."
Polite, confident, and warm.
Let's hear all of this in a short, natural meeting conversation.
Thank you for your time today. It's nice to meet you.
Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity.
From my point of view, the timeline looks realistic.
That sounds reasonable. Could you clarify the final step?
Of course, I'll send more details later.
Perfect. I'll follow up by email tomorrow.
Great, let's stay in touch.
Absolutely. Looking forward to working together.
Now, listeners, let's practice together. First sentence, from my point of view, this solution is effective. Now try this one. I'll follow up with an email. And one more polite closing. Looking forward to working together.
Excellent.
Professional English is not about big words.
It's about clear ideas, polite tone, and confidence.
And when you use these phrases, meetings feel less stressful.
One calm sentence at a time. That's how professional English grows. That brings us to the end of today's episode. Today, we talked all about useful English phrases for daily conversation, from casual encounters with neighbors, making plans with friends, shopping and service situations, office small talk, to polite professional conversations with clients.
And remember, speaking well doesn't mean speaking perfectly. When you talk about familiar, everyday situations, English feels more natural and much less stressful.
Before we finish, let's quickly review some useful vocabulary and ideas we learned today, including a few slightly more advanced words. First, phrase means a short group of words that people commonly use together. For example, nice to see you again.
We talked about casual, which means relaxed and informal. Example, casual conversations are common with neighbors or coworkers.
Another important word is polite, which means respectful and kind when you speak. Example, could you help me, please?
We also used schedule, which means your plan for the day or week. Example, let me check my schedule.
We talked about professional, which means suitable for work or business situations. Example, professional language helps build trust with clients.
And we used confidence, which means feeling comfortable and sure when you speak. Example, using simple phrases helps build confidence.
If you remember even a few of these words and phrases, you're already making great progress. Now it's your turn to practice. Try saying 1 or 2 simple sentences using phrases from today.
You can say them out loud or write them in the comments. Small practice really adds up.
For example, let's stay in touch. Or, I'll follow up by email.
If you enjoy learning English through calm, natural conversations like this, please like this episode and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us continue creating practical lessons for busy learners like you.
Thank you for spending this time with us. Be patient with yourself, trust your progress, and keep practicing, one real sentence at a time.
We'll see you in the next episode.
See you next time.